While a student is focusing on reviewing for his upcoming exams, a beautiful woman enters the room, dressed in lingerie, attempting to distract the student. Despite her seductive gestures and provocative cleaning, the student strives to stay focused on his exam preparations. The woman's persistent efforts to divert his attention become increasingly challenging for the student to resist. Every time the woman bends over, the student peeks at her peach. The woman notices his gazes and suddenly lunges onto him as if he is her prey. The student, still a virgin and not accustomed to such stimulation, succumbs to embarrassment as he finishes prematurely. The movie begins with the young version of the protagonist, It, witnessing a masked man having a sweaty session with a woman. He wakes up from the nightmare and farts. This recurring trauma greatly affects his love life. His father, an adult film star, knocks at his door and tells him to be quiet. After returning to the shoot, It hears the moaning of a woman from outside and his father screaming in excitement. Shortly after, the women and staff suddenly screamed in fear. It's father has a heart attack, and the ambulance comes, but it is too late to rescue his father. It's childhood friend Lisa goes to their house and comforts him. The death of his father is posted in the newspaper, and he grows up distant from his father but mourns his death. A delivery arrives, and It picks up the parcel from Jean-Claude Lab. Before he opens the parcel, the box vibrates. It gets curious, and he opens the parcel. Immersed in the styrofoam cubes, he sees an exposed chest. Driven by his natural instincts, he grabs the pair of breasts right away. Suddenly, a hand pops out and grabs his hand. The body behind the styrofoam glows and utters words like a robot. A seductive woman with glowing eyes arises and introduces herself as Anna. She says that she will do whatever she wishes. As he sees her body, he farts in excitement. The woman starts to seduce him all the more. It gets overwhelmed by her actions, so he rushes outside and meets Dr. Jean. He was the one who created and designed the robot woman. He promptly asks It if he did something to the robot, like touching its chest. In panic, It did not manage to answer his question. The woman suddenly appears and continues to touch him. Jean instructs It to order the robot to stop with a command. The robot stops, and it farts again. Inside the house, Dr. Jean briefs It about the robot woman and the purpose of the robot. He informs It that the robot was designed by him and his deceased father, and its purpose is to please its owner. Jean tells It that the parcel is for his father's use, but unfortunately, he died before even testing the product. A company of investors supported them financially to create and test the product. It is responsible for getting the job done, and if he fails, he has to pay them $1 million. He remembers a moment in his school life when a woman took advantage of him and said she wanted to have a passionate session with him. However, he gets stimulated by her seduction, which causes him to fart. After Jean leaves, she faces the dilemma of going to school and wanting to leave Anna home. She decides to drain Anna's battery with different physical activities, such as exercising and doing aerobics until its battery is drained. When Anna's battery gets drained, she shuts down and stays lying on the floor. After It left, Jean sneaks inside It's house and replaces Anna's battery with a larger capacity. He then controls Anna to follow it in his school. Anna arrives in their classroom and clings to It like a snake. His classmates, Penguin and Pop, are attracted to Anna, who has the face and body of a celebrity. After class, Ratana, the leader of a conservative club, reprimands Anna for clinging too much to it and wearing revealing clothes. Pop steps in and plays with Ratana, which quiets her. When he turns around, he sees that the others have already left, adding fuel to Ratana's advocacy. It tells Anna that he needs to go back home right away, and Anna offers It her back. They arrive home, and Anna tells It that Jean replaced her battery with a larger capacity. It then asks how and where her battery is replaced. To answer his question, Anna spreads her legs in front of It, and Lisa passes by and sees Anna spreading her legs in front of him. Pushed on the edge, It reveals the truth about Anna's nature and the task he has to accomplish. Lisa suggests letting Pop or Penguin do the task, but the robot has a security system that harms anyone touching her or trying to do something bad besides her owner. Later that night, Anna appears and places his head in her tummy. It moves away from her and sees her wearing sexy clothing. Anna monitors his libido and detects that he has a 75% chance of having a sweaty activity with her. She goes under the blanket, trying to force her way with him. However, he recalls the time he saw the masked men and released a fart bomb, which broke the robot. Jean sees It struggle, so he contacts an ex-adult star, Sang-Dao, which has now a different line of work, a laundry business. He asks for her aid and tells that it's her ex-co-worker's son. Hearing this, she immediately accepts the task and promptly goes towards It's location. Upon arriving, It gives Sang-Dao water and asks why she is there. She introduces herself as his father's ex-co-worker. She also gets emotional when she recalls about It's deceased father. Afterwards, she gets straight to the point and asks about the It's farting problem. He becomes open with her and he tells everything. Sang-Dao then orders him to repeat words she is saying. While saying the words, she suddenly grabs his hand and places them on her breasts. Before getting any reaction from it, Anna appears from behind and knocks out Seongdao. She then proceeds to leave, seeing the jealous robot. Before leaving, she tells it to contact her whenever he needs her help. The next day, after class, their teacher approaches their group and gives them a task about making a project focused on the topic: dangers of engaging in premarital sex. He tells them that Ratana suggested it to him, and it will serve to be their final project. He also assigns Ratana to monitor their progress. The group then decided to do their project in its house. While walking, he whispers to Lisa's ear and tells her not to disclose anything about the truth behind Anna. Upon arriving, they spot Seongdao waiting in front of the gate. Penguin immediately recognizes her and approaches her. He gets pumped up, and he introduces himself to her. Seongdao then joins them as well in their project making. When they arrive inside the room, Ratana gets disgusted with the adult toys its father has, while the others use it as a massage. After few moments of loafing around, the group continues to discuss about their project. During their talk, Anna suddenly moans continuously every time Lisa places a toy on her. It then stops them and decides to dismiss the meeting. Later that night, Anna continues to seduce it by showing off her body. Anna then proceeds to massage it so that he relaxes. It starts to vent out to Anna about the weight on his chest. He shares her about his struggles in having a father who is an adult star. He blames him about the situation he is currently in, but also tells her that he loves him despite the embarrassment he bestowed to him. When Anna hears the word love, she tells it that she is confused and curious with the word love. Hearing this, it explains to her that love is about accepting a person regardless of his/her flaws. Anna and it spends a wholesome time together, while Jean smiles as he sees it. The following day, the group meets together again to do their project. They begin to shoot, it being the cameraman. After few shoots, Lisa calls for Anna. Little did she know, Lisa is playing pranks on her. She puts a liquid substance in the floor when Anna approaches towards her. Ratana runs from behind, escalating the prank. They slip together and Anna catches the both of them. She captures all the fall damage resulting to the malfunction of her system. It sees it, and immediately goes to the unconscious Anna. He tries to wake her, but she is not moving. When his classmates left, it contacts Jean about what happened to Anna. Jean then instructs him to restart Anna's system. After a long wait, it wakes up by Anna's side and checks on her immediately. Anna then asks him if Lisa is bad, but it explains to her that she does not intend it to harm anyone. Sometimes she has a rash attitude, but she has a good heart. He remembers the time where Lisa comforts him after some of his classmates bullies him. Anna also asks it if he likes Lisa. He tells her that she likes her as a friend. She also asks it about how he feels about her. It dodges the question and tells her that she becomes better in conversation. The next morning, when it is about to take a bath, he gets startled when he finds out that Anna is taking a shower. He sees her sexy body and gets excited. He again remembers the masked men, causing him to run out as the comfort room before he even farts. In the women's comfort room, Lisa apologizes to Anna about what she has done. Anna responds to her saying that she is not mad at her. Lisa gets annoyed thinking that she is just pretending, but comes to understand when she plays a recording of it, saying that Lisa is a good person. Lisa gets flattered by its words. However, she clears things out to Anna, saying to her that she likes it and she is her rival. Later that evening, Anna persistently continues to seduce it by pretending to clean his room while wearing revealing clothes. It gets distracted by the sight and constantly peeks at Anna while reviewing for his exam. Anna detects that it is attracted to her at 85%. Finally, it agrees to cooperate with her. Unfortunately, it is a virgin, and he gets stimulated easily, so he finishes early, making it worse. His liquid kids get into his face. The following day, the group meets again. Lisa sees Pop brought in alcohol, so she made a deal with him. She tells him to take Anna while she take it. Pop likes the idea, so he cooperates with it. While playing, Lisa gets drunk. She goes to it and asks him to escort her towards the bed. When they arrive, Lisa forcefully pulls it to bed. She tries to force her way to it, but he tries to stop her. Meanwhile, Pop flirts with Anna. He convinces Anna to drink alcohol by saying that it likes drunk women, so he could take advantage of her. Anna malfunctions, and Pop starts to touch her thighs. Jean gets alerted, and he immediately contacts it. It dodges Lisa's advances and receives the call. He rushes towards Anna's location and punches Pop in the face. He confronts him and tells her the truth that Anna is a robot. The drunk Pop tells him to give Anna to him, in which it responds by saying to him how he wished to get rid of Anna. He tells him that he will give Anna to her if he can produce $1 million. Little did he know, Anna heard everything he said. The robot suddenly experienced feelings. Anna gets flooded by sadness, so she runs outside. She cries and wishes that she no longer experience feelings. While walking full of tears, she did not notice the car on her way and gets hit by it. It discovers what happened and meets with Jean. Jean checks on Anna and finds out that her motherboard got damaged, the most sensitive part of a robot. Eventually, Jean decides to take Anna back to the laboratory and fix her. Unfortunately, fixing her will wipe her memories. He also adds that he heard what he said, so he apologizes about the burdens he brought onto him, and bids farewell. It and the group does not want that to happen, so they went together to Jean's lab. Upon arriving, they see Anna already fixed, but her memories are gone. It asks Jean if there is a way to bring back her memories. He tells him that the only way to bring her memories back is to transmit his memories with her via brainwaves. However, Jean makes it clear to them that the process is risky. He tells him that if he fails, it might traumatize his brain. It made up his mind and determined to do anything just to retain Anna's memories. He undergoes the process and gets in a dream. He sees Anna walking away, so he rushes towards her. Suddenly he is teleported in a scenario where a woman tries to assault him. His responses are the same, except he fortifies himself mentally and goes through the bullies. He gets teleported again to another scenario, this time to the trauma that always flashes through his mind every time he gets excited. He sees the masked man again, approaching towards him. This time he strengthens himself mentally and recognizes that the man is his father all along. Afterwards, he is teleported to where Anna is. She is lying in a bed, eyes closed. It calls for her and tells her how much he cares for her. He thanks her for all the memories they have and asks her to wake up. He pleads her because he badly wants to apologize to her. Like in fairy tales, Anna suddenly wakes up and gives It a hug both in the dream and reality. They celebrate as they successfully bring Anna back. At the end of the film, It and Anna are still unsuccessful in their sweaty session. Fortunately, It is now pressure-free because a rich producer bought the rights for all of the adult movies his father have. He uses the payment to finally own Anna. Meanwhile, Pop and Ratana gets together as boyfriend and girlfriend. Penguin also gets lucky and gets together with Seong Dao, while Lisa is still continuing her rivalry with Anna. The film ends with Anna and It spending time together, expressing their appreciation to one another, genuinely happy without pressure.